I'm singing, or really, bellowing might be a better word. My voice is miserable, and I'm a far cry from Miley, who's waiting for my iPod dock, and I'm too happy to care. This is the very first day of my very first real job, in my very first week in my very new city. This is the first day of the rest of my life, and I'm going to kick today's butt. Watch out, LA. Landon Brinkley is here, and she's belting out every word of this song like her life depends on it. I wrap another piece of long blonde hair around the outside of the flat iron and stare my reflection in the mirror while the heat curls to perfection. My big blue eyes shine back, outlining around my perfect shade of leak liner. The few clusters of individual lashes I added are definitely the right choice. They really stand out against the shimmery champagne coating on my lids. The eyeshadow matches the MAC lipsticks in glittery pink I bought for just this day. There's a little shimmer in my bronzer, too. Some of my makeup ties in beautifully with the gold rhinestones lining the collar of my fitted pink cardigan. I smile at my own shining reflection. All the light-catching glimmery is gorgeous, and so me. If I had a power color, it would definitely be sparkle. I worked the last length of hair down through the flat iron, creating the ideal bouncy curl I perfected in 7th grade. The door to the bathroom bursts open behind me, and I try not to flinch when Max glares at me through mascara-smudged eyes. Her dark pixie cut is sticking up in every possible direction, and I gather from the deep creases running down one side of her face that however few hours she's been in bed, she's slept all of them on that cheek. I'm sorry, is the music too loud? I smile sheeply and lower the volume. Miley isn't appropriate at any time of the day, but before 8 is ridiculous for anyone over the age of 11, she says with a scowl. I'm so much happier now that I'm dead, technically missing, soon to be presumed dead, gone. And my lazy, lying, cheating, oblivious husband will go to prison for my murder. Nick Dunn took my pride, my dignity, and my hope, and my money. He took and took from me until I no longer existed. That's murder. Let the punishment fit the crime. To fake a convincing murder, you have to have discipline. You befriend a local idiot, harvest the details of her humdrum life, and cram her with stories about your husband's violent temper. Secretly create some money troubles, credit cards, perhaps online gambling. With the help of unwitting, bump up your life insurance. Purchase getaway car. Craigslist, generic, cheap. Pay cash. You need to package yourself so that people will truly mourn your loss. And America loves pregnant women. As if it's so hard to spread your legs. You know what's hard? Faking a pregnancy. First, drain your toilet. Invite pregnant idiot into your home and ply her with lemonade. Steal pregnant idiot's urine. Voila! A pregnancy is now part of your legal medical record. Happy anniversary. Wait for your clueless husband to start his day off. And the clock is ticking. Meticulously stage your crime scene, which just enough makes to raise the specter of doubt. You need to bleed. A lot. A lot. A lot. A head wound kind of bleed. A crime scene kind of bleed. You need to clean poorly. Like he would. Clean and bleed. Bleed and clean. And leave a little something behind. A fire in July. And because you're you don't stop there. You need a diary. Minimum 300 entries on the Nick and Amy story. Start with the fairy tale early days. Those are true, and they're crucial. You want Nick and Amy to be likable. After that, you invent. The spending, the abuse, the fear, the threat of violence, and Nick thought he was the writer. Burn it. Just the right amount. Make sure the cops will find it. Finally, honor tradition with a very special treasure hunt. And if I get everything right, the world will hate Nick for killing his beautiful, pregnant wife. And after all the outrage, when I'm ready, I'll go out in the water with a handful of pills and pocket of stones, and when they find my body, they'll know Nick Dunn dumped his beloved like garbage. And she floated down past all the other abused, unwanted, inconvenient women, and Nick will die too. Nick and Amy will be gone, but then we never really existed. Nick loved a girl I was pretending to be. A cool girl. Men always wanted a cool girl. She's a cool girl. Cool girl is hot. Cool girl is game. Cool girl is fun. Cool girl gets never angry at her man. She likes what he likes, so evidently he's a vinyl hipster who loves fetish magna. In your arms was still delight, quiet as the street at night. And thoughts of you I do remember, were green leaves in the darkened chamber, were dark clouds in a moonless sky. Love in you went passing by, penetrative, remote and rare, like a bird in the wide air. And, as the bird, it left no trace in the heaven of your face. In your stupidity, I found the sweet hush after a sweet sound. All about you was the light that dims the graying end of night. Desire was the unrisen sun, joy the day had not yet begun. With tree whispering to tree, without wind quietly, wisdom slept within your hair, and long suffering was there, and in the flowing of your dress, undiscerning tenderness. And when you thought, it seemed to me, indefinitely like the sea, about the slight world you had known, your vast unconsciousness was thrown. O haven without wave or tide, silence, in which all songs have died. Holy book, where hearts are still, and home at length under the hill. A mother quiet, breasts of peace, where love itself would faint and cease. O infinite deep I never knew, I would come back to you. Find you as a pool unstirred, kneel down by you, and never a word. Lay my head and nothing said, in your hands, ungargled, and a long watch you keep, and I should sleep.